Hey everybody, so I was talking about some Charlie Parker stuff fairly recently with a student, and we were looking at a great blues in C that Parker played, and I'll put the line up right here, and then I'll show you what we're going to extrapolate from this. So the line is over a C dominant 7 chord, over this chord. Now, the line itself is like this. That's all it is. So if I break this down for you, it's very simple. It starts with a half step approach up into the C from a B, and then a whole step above, back down into the C, D to C, then half step back up into C like this. 1, 2, 3. And then there's a chromatic line from here, which ascends from the sharp 9, the D sharp or E flat, chromatically all the way up to the G, the 5th. So the whole line, 1, 2, 3. Now, if we miss out those first two pickup notes, we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what we're really going to use as our springboard, if you like, into the longer line. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. What was that line I ended on? I went sharp 11, the F sharp. Gives it a little more flavor. So you're applying now a C7 from the sharp 11, like the C Lydian dominant flavor. Now, if we want to extend this Parker line, I take the basic idea that Parker played here, which is very cool, but I want a little more chromaticism in that line. So instead of playing this D, C, B, C, I go D, D flat, B, C. That's the first step. So we have a double chromatic into the root of this chord and a single chromatic from below, right? So double chromatic into the root. We don't hit the root, we go double chromatic from above, single chromatic from below into C, which is our target note. Check it out. And then we have this neat little line that Parker played from E flat chromatically up to G, the 5th. See how that D flat gives it more flavor. Now, the moment you get a line like that, play it everywhere on the bass. Play it here. Play it here, obviously. Play it here. You see? So that you're just getting comfortable with it and internalizing the line. Play it in a different key. There it is in F. Here it is. Double chromatic. Single chromatic. See? B flat. Doing the key of B flat. B flat 7. Now you see what I'm doing, also playing it in different octaves, same octave, different positions. Exhaust the possibilities on this so you get really comfortable with it. Now, we want to extend this line, so we go. Now, you notice that's going up to the G, right? It feels like we want to do that, but I'm delaying the resolution into the G when I do this. So I added this. So I did the double chromatic from above and single chromatic from below into my target G, the 5th. So we do that chromatic approach sequence into the root, then this chromatic ascent from the sharp 9, and then the double chromatic, single chromatic idea into the 5th. See? I'll play this slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Once more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now, when we actually play it at kind of game tempo, you see the line starts to sound pretty cool. It kind of weaves in and out of the tonality. Those chromatic notes that might sound a little ear-bending at first kind of now make sense. You know, they give us tension and release and forward motion in the line, right? Now, we ended here with the double chromatic from above, single chromatic from below into G. Now we want to just extend it further, play the same idea we did an octave before, keep it going. So we're back into C now, double chromatic, single chromatic from below, and then, now you could just end on G. Let me play that, it's okay. 3 and 4 and... It's not bad, or... Okay, I don't love landing on the G. It's not a very strong tone in the fifth. It's okay, it's not that colorful. That's why I had it going into the sharp 11 at the end, to leave you a little tension there. So we could instead land on that sharp 11 at the end. Check it out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. See what I mean? That gives us a little more kind of crunchiness to the sound. Now, I'm imagining that whole line, if we think of this now as 8th notes rather than 16th notes, which is what it was in the Parker example, amazingly, this will actually fill up a whole 4 bars, right? So this could be the first 4 bars on the C blues, right? And you could be playing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that F, where I resolved, we bar 5, right? See? That's now a really long line, and we've extrapolated all that from what was Parker's, it's actually like a 3-beat line, originally his 16ths. We're changing them into 8th notes, right? And his line originally was 1, 2, 3, 4. See? But we've gone. You see? So that last section where I went, I'm going, I'm approaching the G, the 5th, and then the sharp 11, the F sharp as well, to give it like a little extra color, a little extra flavor at the end of the line. You don't even need to do that. Even if we just absorb this bit. Now you could even just go da 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 da, right? Still gives you a lot to play with. So you can see in this little 8 or 9 minutes that we've taken the original Parker line and we've expanded on it from the original. We missed out the first 2 beats, that pickup, those 2 notes, and we just went double chromatic, single chromatic, double from above, single from below. Then the chromatic ascent from the sharp 9 or flat 3, but think of it as sharp 9, into the 5th. But instead of hitting the 5th bang on, we go, now we're targeting the 5th, but we do double chromatic from above, single from below. So like this. You see, a little bit at the end. Now, that's optional. If you don't want that extra tension, leave it out. But there you go. We've doubled the length of the line. We're really using the same example twice in the second octave, but then we've added that little twist at the end to give it a bit more color. Anyway, so if you enjoyed that, check out the Charlie Parker stuff that's easily available. Things like the Omnibook. You find a bunch of stuff online with that. And if you enjoyed this content, please support and like the channel. Stop by my website, rufusphilpott.com. You can pick up PDFs. There's my Prelude, the D minor classical style Prelude for bass guitar that I wrote. There's also the Blues Etude, which is MP3 play along, the PDF and the analysis of this whole solo I played. And then there's also the full length, hour-long and more videos, different concepts that are available as downloads. Support the channel and go stop by there, rufusphilpott.com.